Hello there, game designers. This is Eric. In this video, I want to share with you a couple of highlights from projects from the year 2020 to help you maybe get started with your game prototype project. Some of you need a little bit of inspiration, so I'm going to show you 3 projects from last year or a couple years ago to help get you inspired in this video. All right, first we're going to go take a look on our website, togetherlearning.com, and you'll notice in later weeks, right now it's in week 10, it says resource past game projects. And here you can see a list of some of the better past game projects listed here to give you some idea of what's possible, because you can do so many things with this project. You have the freedom to try so many different things. Sometimes it's hard to know what to do exactly. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just have this resource here to see some of the interesting things that have been done in the past. And they're quite different. You'll see in these 3 examples, there are 3 very different types of games that were created. All right, so first example is a game called Animality Speaker. Animality Speaker. And you can see a video. I won't show it to you, but you can see a video of how this game is played. In this game, you're a detective and you can talk to animals. And so you solve a quest to help animals and people. So this game is, I encourage the game for change concept, right? To teach people or to change behavior or do something good for the world through a game. And this student wanted to help us treat animals better, help us to understand animals better. I think she may have been a vegetarian, I'm not sure. So she made this game and she used something called RPG Playground, and I'm just going to load up the game. You can actually play it. This tool is available to you through this course as well. So if you want to make a very simple, quick RPG, you can do that as well. There's some rats and things in here to talk to. You kind of have to search around. There are many cases of data here. Right? Keep searching around. But in any case, this person created a game, an RPG, based on a story, and they're trying out the concept of being able to talk to animals. This mechanic, this concept, this one thing that I want you to try to focus in on when you make your game prototypes, right? What is the main draws, the unique thing, the rule, the element, the story that makes your game interesting and a good experience? We talked about the game experience a lot in this course. So for this particular example, that element that they tried to explore and experiment with was being able to talk to animals. So that was our first example, the Animality Speaker game created in a tool called RPG Playground. Next one is called Kyoto Kanko Race. Like all good tourism students, this team made a board game using a virtual reality and digital tool called Tabletop Simulator. So this is a board game. Actually, they could have made a physical board game. You can make a physical board game too and just take some pictures of it. That's possible too. You just get some paper, maybe make some cards, draw on the cards. You're not creating a masterpiece with a prototype. You just want to create something people can interact with, which can be a couple of pens and paper, and that's all you really need to experiment and prototype your game. So I think actually this person, before when they started playing the game, actually maybe had a piece of paper and tried to see what this would look like, and then they recreated it in this simulator, this tabletop simulator. And they have pieces and goals and cards, a lot like the Jinsei game or the Game of Life or Monopoly. Not necessarily Monopoly, but Chutes and Ladders. This game is similar to too. You kind of roll the dice, and you have to go and see all of the famous places around Kyoto, take pictures, collect souvenirs and things like that. So it's a very interesting game, and their niche, their thing that they were focusing in on is to help people understand what to see and do and eat in Kyoto. So their thing that they were focusing in on was Kyoto tourism, and they were trying to incorporate that into a board game. You can't play this game because you need special software to download it, but I put a link here to the tool that was used to create this game. So if you want to create a digital board game, this is a very easy to use and cool tool to use. Okay? All right. So that's our second example, the Kyoto Kanko race. Our third and last example I'll show you is called plant cultivation. Plant cultivation. This particular student used VR, virtual reality environment. So this is just a place you can go in and kind of feel like what the game would look like if you were to play it. You can't really necessarily interact with a bunch of things in this game, but this is a good example because you don't have to make a working game when a prototype. You just have to make something where we can understand the experience and focus in on that one storyline, that goal, that mechanic, that rule, that theme, that we can help understand the essence of your game. That's what this is all about. Testing, trying out some of that game experience, right? So this student created a VR environment, and the thing that they focused in on here, the game for change, is being stuck in your apartment. A lot of us can relate to that during the pandemic, and trying to be healthy. So you have an apartment, it's set in an apartment, and you have to try and plant food for yourself, vegetables, to both save money, be healthy, and survive. So there's a couple of different game elements that they wanted to play with in this game. And to load that up and see what it looks like, looks a little bit like this. And this Frame VR environment, also available to you in this course, free to use with this course. You can make these environments, put things on the wall, and kind of simulate a level, simulate an environment. So really, this is just some things that this student put in here. They put some pictures on the wall, and you can walk around and get a sense of what this game is going to do. And actually, they were in here live at some point explaining some of the things, right? Like when you go in here and you plant some plants, and you have to come back a couple days later and your plants grow, and you have to maybe buy seeds, you have to water the plants and things like that, and you get hungry. There's different kind of parameters that this student was talking about. We're playing this game as well. All right. Well, that's our third example of plant cultivation. All these three examples, if you want to watch the videos, see comments from the students that made them, and see the tools that went into making them, that is all available to you. I hope this is helpful in your journey to create your own game prototype. I'm looking forward to seeing what you create. Until next time, bye-bye now.